It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and we'll see who rules the skies in today's battle. It's the Cards and the Seahawks, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
Well, no trip to the Northwest would be complete without a little rain, and we've got a lot of rain falling right now at Lumen Field in downtown Seattle. Today we've got an intriguing NFC matchup lined up here, as it'll be the Arizona Cardinals taking on the Seattle Seahawks. Welcome again, everybody. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, and yes, the rain is falling now, and it is supposed to continue to fall throughout this game. So how do you think that will impact this contest?
Well, first and foremost, both quarterbacks are going to make sure the officials have those dry footballs coming in each and every play and standing over them sometimes with a towel before the center gets up there to snap it. Second thing is the focus of all the guys who handle the football. Do they wear gloves? Do they take them off? Will they carry the ball high and tight to make sure they have good ball security? That's paramount in a game like this.
Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Cardinals now getting set to go offensively, and it'll be the dual-threat quarterback Kyler Murray leading the way.
Drafted with the idea that he'd be one of the most dangerous quarterbacks in the NFL when he put it all together. We've been seeing that progress throughout his career. This guy's legs, we knew they were phenomenal. Arm, top-notch. But now we're seeing his mind come into the game. Reed's defense is better and better each and every week, and is showing patience as a passer as well. Not as eager to exit the pocket, finding guys downfield for bigger plays.
First play from scrimmage. Here's Murray. Get this one across the 35. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
Murray now on first down. To the sideline and incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Murray. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. It'll be an Arizona first down on a gain of 17.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Murray to air it out again. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Connor. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. 2nd down, Murray sets to throw. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawks defense. That sack, it goes to Boye Mafe.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. Second and manageable became third and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
Murray with a third and long. And that is incomplete.
Well, they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
Blake Gillikin on to punt now on fourth down. Back deep is DJ Dallas. And this will do the job nicely, as that'll be out of bounds just inside the 10-yard line. So here are the Seahawks now with a long field in front of them. And they're led out by their mobile quarterback out of West Virginia. It's Geno Smith.
So this is where we find out about the game plan and the trust factor, don't we? In this situation, the natural thing is take care of the ball. Run it inside. Everyone cover it. Just, get yourself some room and let your punter punt it out of there. But when you've really got a QB you can trust, you might want to take a little shot early and try and create some space.
Now Geno on first down. Over the middle, finding Smith and Jigba. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2. Second and a couple. Off of play action. Here's Smith. Going right back to Smith and Jigba. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now quickly here to Smith and Jigba. And they work this well upfield across the 45. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his third completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And a top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
First carry here for Kenneth Walker to third. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. A gain of just 1.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And Smith's throw into the hands of Lockett. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll be faced with a third and inches. It's safe to say the passing game has found a rhythm. He's now 4 of 4, but might need to be 5 of 5 to keep this drive going here as they face a third down.
And maybe perhaps you show a running play, right? Maybe a little play action here to go ahead and let him throw the ball downfield. I wouldn't get away from him flinging it because 4 for 4 already. I think he's got a good chance of picking this one up here on third down.
This will wind up a loss on the play, and that's going to bring up a fourth down.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when he decided not to throw it on 1st down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the 1st down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
Murray going to throw. It's complete to Brown, right side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Murray now. And this one is incomplete.
I like what they tried to do there. They didn't get a completed pass downfield, but they came off of a momentum play. Big-time gain on the previous snap. Came right back and threw one deep, hoping to catch them on their heels.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Over the middle here to Brown. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. Here's Murray from midfield. Screen pass to Connor. On the move past the 40. And finally brought down at the 38. The Cardinal passing game dialed in now. 1st down.
Well, I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield. Everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray. Steps away, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack. And defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. To throw is Murray. Under pressure, they got him again. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this 1st quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now. And he's going to go down again. Boye Mafe. The offensive line is in tatters as that's now 3 sacks in 3 plays.
Well, how about this? A fistful of sacks already. We're not even out of the 1st quarter yet. What an incredible start for this defense. If they keep this pace up, they could be looking at an all-time performance.
Blake Gillikin on to punt here as he'll send this one away. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Now a play fake, and it's Smith. That is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now Geno. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get on track in this one.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. On the return, Dortch. Now a hit and a loose football. And it looks like one of the DBs has it. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make a mistake in this phase of the game because you can it's all on him. All eyes there. He's got a chance to make a punt return, and instead he ends up putting it on the carpet.
Puts it on the carpet. The little rubber pellets shoot up. Never a good sign for a returner on this field turf surface.
No, not at all. And a bunch of them go up when they're all trying to get to the football, don't they? Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On 2nd and 10, Smith. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A gain there of 21 yards.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. 23 yards for Ken Walker. And the Seahawks get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. A pretty well-executed run. They were telling us yesterday, Charles, they were hoping to get everybody in sync, the line, the backs, and everybody looked in sync on that play.
They were in sync, and the field tilted. And that's where we get the term running downhill, because when you've got that kind of momentum and everyone's doing it properly as you just described, it does feel like they are coming from downhill to you as a defender, and that is really hard to stop.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. They've had it twice, they've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Murray now on 1st down. Throw left side complete. That's Moore. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. Here's Murray. And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Murray to Moore for the Cardinal first.
Well, if you like the matchup and that connection works to start the drive, no reason to go away from it. Let that defense prove that they can stop you. And here, it's 2 throws and 2 first downs.
First down, Murray. Dancing to it under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now Murray. To Connor on the check down. Into space at the 45. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back. But now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Murray now to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, we've seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is, because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
Here's Murray. And the Seahawks defense gets to him, and they bring him down. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards.
Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number is just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. They'll look to throw.
Throw out wide is incomplete.
The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Seattle now ready to march onto the field.
Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Here's Walker to start the drive.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
That's Zaven Collins into the backfield with ease and making the stick.
The job of any linebacker involves having enough strength to fight off a blocker and get to ball carriers. But in this case, I think we can safely say he beat him right off the snap to get into the backfield and make that play.
Geno now to throw.
Smith and Jigbo hauling it in on the out route.
Calling a gain of 6 on the play. And 3rd and 8 now.
it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Throwing on third down, Smith. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Give him 22 there on the third down conversion. Going old reliable there to the slot on third down.
And the slot position has become the bane of just about every defense's existence, because how do you cover? Do you go with the bigger guy to try and use size? Got to try and go with the quicker guy, and sometimes you even get out quick there. Very difficult to match up with that slot receiver. That's why they keep going back to him.
And he's had the hot hand. Now Geno on first down. Smith and Jigba with the grab. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Second down and 4. Throwing now is Geno. To the right side and complete to Metcalf. And Metcalf going to have the Seahawks first down as he's across midfield to the 48. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Throwing is Smith. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Straight ahead, Walker. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
From the gun on third down, Smith. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit into football.
Here's Michael Dixon now to punt. And this works out well as it'll kick out of bounds at the 11-yard line. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense. Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Murray's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like he said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go, and let's see who's faster.
They'll try and run forward with Connell. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
Here's Blake Gillikin now.
Fair catch called for. No gimme in these conditions, but he's able to look this one in. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10
at their own 42. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
He finds Smith and Jigba.
The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll run the toss to Walker. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 14. To throw is Smith. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. It's caught inside the 25. It's a big play there for Seattle. And even 40 yards.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? Guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field. Pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route, well run, and the football, right on the money.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Off of play action. Here's Smith.
Now wasted time going right back to DK Metcalf.
Well, they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Walker will take this into the end zone for a Seahawks touchdown. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack. And you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line. And he's able to take it into the end zone.
The extra point now coming from Myers. And it's good to make it 14-0. So that drive spanned 5 plays.
And it was Ken Walker finishing things off with a touchdown run.
The touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. To throw, it's Murray. Pass to Brown. He's got it on the crossing route. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Starting to rack up the yardage here in this first half. 5 catches now and a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And it's caught over the middle. Wilson. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at their 49-yard line.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job here to force an incompletion.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. That is caught, and he will be out of bounds. A good yardage there, and he'll get a second to catch his breath as it leads us right into the 2-minute warning. Murray now on 1st down. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
And this offense has been a little slow to get going, but some signs of life here in this 2nd quarter. They're moving it pretty good. And that helps the cause as well. Good yardage and another 1st down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a draw play. This is Connor. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Here now, 2nd and 4. From the gun, Murray. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kyler Murray taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Cards are on the board here in the final minute of the first half.
If you're going to play quarterback in the NFL, you've got to have great vision, and you've got to remain calm when things break down in the pocket. Both of those traits are on display there. He surveys the situation, sees the middle of the field open, so he's just going to step up and take it himself. Very well done there.
Prater for the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Seahawks going to take over now late in this first half. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Now Geno. Incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line.
Here's Smith. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
This time they stay on the ground. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the fourth time today. Here comes Dortch on the return. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Final 17 seconds of the half here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Murray going to throw. He'll dump this one off to Connor.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
This is 2nd and 8.
Now Murray. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Murray now.
A short one here, caught by McBride.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, the coverage was tight that time. They allowed the pass underneath to him, but they rallied to him pretty fast, too. Converged on him and got him down. That'll bring up 4th down.
A final shot before half for Murray.
Oh, he's going up top for Wilson. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan
This has certainly
Coachman.
been a fun
Take it
one
away,
to watch
Coach.
so far. We knew this was going to be a battle, and we have not been disappointed. This is the kind of game that could wind up hinging on which side can play mistake-free football the rest of the way. It was a strong first half for the former Spartan, Kenneth Walker. He had a nose for the end zone as he wound up with 2 touchdowns on the ground in those first 2 quarters.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the 3rd.
This offense set to begin the 3rd quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game. And down the stretch, being able to be balanced. Either throw it or run it and try and win this ball game.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. His first catch of this third quarter, he had 7 in the first half. It's also a first down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Geno now to throw. The throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
No receivers open, so he was forced to put that one into Puget Sound. That's a great job defensively blanketing those receivers, and ultimately, a smart idea by him just to get the ball out of there.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. This is Fant on the short completion. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Such a tough position to defend near the line. Even when you add a second defender, with the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Here's 3rd and 3.
Smith.
Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's a gutsy call there on 3rd and short, because that's a play that's got a good chance of being blown up in the backfield for a big loss of yardage. But nice job out wide to gather in that screen pass, use his blockers well, and pick up the first down.
From the gun, here's Smith. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
Following that fumble recovery, it's Murray. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Here's Murray.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Murray. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. That one good for 24 yards.
I felt that one all the way up here. How about that big man laying out and making that catch?
Yeah, that wasn't a 180-pound wideout. That was the tight end.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Murray a give. This is Connor.
Shoves him away. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And able to surge forward for about 5 yards gains down to the 10.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
This red zone is where the Seahawk crowd really makes it tough for an offense to communicate. It's third down.
Throwing now is Murray.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Cardinals are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Play fake. Murray. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, my. You know that's one that he'll want to have back. I mean, he did everything right. Got the linebackers commit on the play action. He just flat out missed.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now. Connor up the middle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
And now third and goal coming up. The loss on second down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Murray now, third and goal. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Kyler Murray with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Cardinals are an extra point away from evening this one up.
They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns third and goal into a touchdown. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
The Seattle now ready to march out of the field.
We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up first and 10
at their own 25-yard line.
Hands it to Walker to begin the series.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Sticking with Walker on second down. And this will be a Seahawks first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
On first down, it's Smith. It's caught. Lockett. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's second down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people out.
This second and 4. Up the middle, here's Walker.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
52 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that plan any down.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
And going right back to Walker.
And down inside the 40 to about the 38. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Smith now to throw. He'll find Metcalf. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
They'll try for the first with Walker.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Here's Walker.
And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks.
Ken Walker
taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. He's got the hat trick now of rushing touchdowns. Also has his team the advantage.
And I'm looking at it 2 ways here. If I'm on defense, I don't care what they do now. I commit as many people as it takes to slowing him down running the football. Even if they want to hit me over the top on play action, I just don't let him beat me that way anymore. And if I'm him, I'm in the huddle calling the plays myself. I don't care what play call comes in. I'll tell my quarterback, guess what? You're handing it to me again.
And if I'm the quarterback, I'm saying, okay, that sounds good, right?
Smart quarterback.
Touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Arizona. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Well, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
Prater on to add the extra point. And in this rain, they were nice and cautious there on the extra point try, and that caution was well warranted as this game is tied. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And he won't
get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Back out now comes Kenneth Walker in the Seattle offense.
So a 6-carry drive the last go-around, touchdown on the end of it. We'll see if they can duplicate that here.
I think that they would like to. I know every runner that we've ever met would love to carry the ball more and more and more. In fact, we keep a ball in the booth just for demonstration purposes.
You're holding it right now.
I'm going to give it to you. Is it heavy? Is it that heavy?
No, it's pretty light.
It's pretty light, right? So keep giving it to him and let him do his work. It's not going to slow him down.
If it's light for me, it's definitely light for him. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
To throw is Smith.
That's to the sideline and incomplete.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Smith.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Smith.
He's got his big tight end, Fant.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Off of play action. Here's Smith. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack.
Chris Barnes. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
Stops shy of the 45 despite some powerful running. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long. Throwing is Smith.
Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the 1st, right around the 42.
And I believe that gain on 3rd and long changes things quite a bit because this would be a very long field goal. I wouldn't be surprised to see him go for it here.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on for the 5th time here today. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray.
And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Murray now to throw. A quick throw there is incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming out third down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Shotgun now from Murray. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards on the tuck and run. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
On 1st and 10 is Counter. That's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run-blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Going quickly out wide to Moore. So the completion gets him just a yard, and that will bring up 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
Oh, that would have been a nice one to hit on in a tie game. You start to think that one big play, maybe the next big play, could turn out to be the game winner. They took the big shot, but it winds up incomplete.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the 1st on 3rd. Running right on the option is Murray. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Well, he's had success running the football in this one, and that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was on to him.
And, partner, I think the more you see him play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
Prater's kick is good, and they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
Prater now will send it away following the made field goal. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Now the ball now going back over to the Seattle Seahawks offense. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
And their last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. Here's Smith. And he's got Smith and Jigba. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 22 yards there, a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. Effort play from B.J. Ojulari to drop him for a loss. Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
The Smith's throw into the hands of Fan. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. 3rd and 7 now. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Now here's Michael Dixon as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this punt sails over the sideline. And the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. Cardinals football, Marquise Brown back out now with the Arizona offense. He's been a load for them to handle defensively, I know that much.
Well, look at him. He's got 7 catches on the game, and he's starting to shred them a little bit because not only is he catching them, he's picking up good yardage, keeping the chains moving, ball control, you name it. This big guy, what did you say? He's been a load for them to handle?
That's right.
Agreed.
7 catches, as you said, over 100 yards. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They go quickly here out to Moore. And he'll get nothing out of that one. So he stopped for no gain. And now it's 3rd and 4.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Murray going to throw. Screen pass to Connor. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving.
For as many sacks as this defense has, you can understand their willingness to try and get upfield and get another. So what a really smart play call here to use their aggression against them, go with the screen, and they're able to get the first down.
They run behind center with Connor. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
42 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the fourth quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it. But what the offense coordinator has to do is understand they're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Murray now. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 20-yard line. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll fake it to Connor. Now Murray. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Bobby Wagner, multiple times an All-Pro, in there to drop him for a loss.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
That last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. They'll look to throw here. That's complete to McBride. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 4th down.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a 1st down.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to swell the lead to 6. Prater's kick is good, and that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Prater now will send it away following the made field goal. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
The Cardinal offense here ready to take over.
Another important fourth-quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. After the turnover, here's Murray. Got him in. It's Brown. And And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. Murray now on first down. That's complete right around the 8.
Murray's pass complete to Michael Wilson. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the Seahawks 5-yard line.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away.
Connor is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line.
Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run it. This is Connor. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals.
James Conner
Taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Cardinals will add to their fourth quarter lead.
You think about James Conner down near the goal line, and you think about the 2021 season with his 15 touchdown runs. He believes he's as good as anybody down close, and he powers his way in here.
The Cardinals offense staying put. Obviously, watch out for Kyler's legs. They'll go for 2 here.
It appears they're going to throw for it with Murray. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. So Geno and the Seahawks
Down by 2 touchdowns. A little under 1:50 remaining. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down.
Smith's going to throw it. Gets this complete to Smith and Jigba.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Here's Smith. Going right back to Smith and Jigba.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine.
And I hate that when you're talking about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Smith to throw. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to him, and it's paying off.
Well, they need to score, and score quick. 1 timeout remaining. Final minute, 1st and 10. This is Fant on the short completion. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. What a throw right there for the first down. He has taken some real punishment in this game, but still standing in the pocket completing that one.
He's a flat-out warrior. There's no question about that. How about him stepping up into the teeth of the rush and delivering there for that big strike and that big pickup?
Smith. And this is caught. So it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So the clock sits at 16 seconds as they line up for the onside kick. And the Cardinals have got it. So that should just about put an end to this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Down to a knee goes Murray, as that will just about wrap this thing up. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And, Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. From Seattle, so long, everybody.